Greetings. Today I wanted to talk about focusing on your five senses and learning your symbols. Every reader reads differently, but it's important to heavily rely on all your senses because spirit communicates with us in different ways. An example would be like sometimes I can see, and I will have to rely on symbols because I won't be able to hear or anything else like that. So they may send me symbols like birds, or I think I mentioned in another video my symbol for like a car crash or something being destroyed or broken down. I get Legos, so I'm different. Or if somebody's been to jail before, I'll see a bird and I'll see bars. So it's like everybody's different. Everyone's got different symbols. Or if somebody lived a life of crime in the streets, I might get like a specific street sign. Like that's just my symbol. So everybody's symbol is specific to them. So the important thing is listening to yourself and learning your own personal symbols because everybody's different. Another example would be like I did a reading for someone that died in a car accident, and I saw the car accident and the car was red. Well, they died in a road rage accident, and my symbol for rage is red. So everybody's different. Recently, I've had a few readings where either the spirit didn't speak any English and I couldn't understand what they were saying, or their accent was too heavy. So I would rely on symbols. So I would see things like suitcases and certain foods, or I would rely on my hearing where I would hear certain types of music that would indicate to me the type of music they like, or maybe even where they were from. Sometimes I may even see a map and I'll be able to pinpoint on the map like, okay, this person is Hispanic, which, you know, if someone's Hispanic, they can be from anywhere. They're Hispanic, I don't know, they're from Mexico. Or sometimes they're Hispanic and they don't speak English, but they're from Texas, you know? So sometimes I'll see a map and they'll show me a map. Or sometimes I can feel like when I say, I feel like it's Western, or I feel like it's Eastern, or I feel like it's Southern, or I feel like they're from another place, you know? I always get a feel for it. So your sight is important. Your smell, like if they had like a favorite dessert or they like to bake, I might smell sweets. Or I might smell like if they like to bake apple pie, I might smell apples. Or one woman, I gave her a reading and I kept smelling vanilla, and she said that the aroma of vanilla was one of her mom's favorite scents. So she would have vanilla incense, vanilla plugins, the spray, everything would be vanilla because that was her favorite. Or another person, I smelled like cinnamon and spices and apples and cinnamons, or certain, like, you know, I call them like Christmas spices. And that just happened to be her dad's favorite season, and he would burn those spices to have the house smelling in that aroma, you know, during the winter months like Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I always rely heavily on my symbols. Or like one time I tasted peppermint, and the lady, her grandma sucked on peppermint a lot. I taste peppermint. Or like hearing, sometimes if the person is old, I might hear their dentures. You know, some people when they're old and their dentures kind of chatter a little bit, I can hear that. So I can say, hey, did she have dentures? I can hear the dentures chatter. So there's just so many ways. Every reader is different. So my advice for that is just to pay very close attention and learn yourself and learn your own symbols, because what I see may not be what someone else sees. You know what I mean? So someone else's symbol for a car accident may be just a car accident. I don't know why I see Legos, but I see Legos. Like I did a reading with one woman and I saw the wall to her house being pulled off like a Lego. Well, somebody drove into the front of her house, you see? So, but if somebody's car is going to break down, I'll see their car and I'll see the hood missing. So to me, that just tells me that they're going to have some car issues. So everybody's different. And even with people with health issues, if I see them, I might see black spots on their body where they may have health issues at, or they're going to have health issues at. if I'm connected with a particular spirit and I ask them how they died, I'm not always exact with how they died, but I can tell you where it was affected at. Like if I feel a tingling sensation over the chest, I know like the heart or lungs were involved. Or if I feel like funny on one whole side, I know it was a stroke. Or if I feel like something just bang, I know it was a car accident. Or if I feel like sharp pain, I know it was like a gunshot or a stab. So it just takes time and practice and paying attention to what you see. Another good way that you can learn your symbols is write down your experiences. Get you a journal and journal your experiences that you have when you do your readings. And after a while, you'll see a pattern. Like the Lego thing, it took me forever to notice it. I'm like, wait, I see. Okay, so this is what the Legos mean. So you know what I mean? So just write down a pattern, you know, especially when I see animals, you know, animals don't talk, but they can communicate from spirit. Like I had a friend who lost her horse, and you know, I said, you know what, I see a horse, but it reminds me of an Oreo. She said, yeah, my horse's name was Cookie. You know, or I said, I see a dog, but it's standing next to a black bear. Well, she had a black dog named Bear. So even animals can communicate with us in different ways. You know what I mean? Or like if I feel a cat and it's kind of walking around and it's like kind of purring a little bit, I know that it's kind of giving love. So everyone has their own type of communication, even animals. I hope this video helped. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can reach me at my website, which is www.jazzthemedium.com, or you can email me at jazzthemedium@gmail.com.